Good morning, everyone. It's been way too long since we learned on a regular basis, and I want to explain with a story before we go further. Years ago, I heard from Rabbi Waxman Shlita, one of the great speakers and Rabbanim of our generation, the following story. He said he once was speaking somewhere about the importance of a person being consistent and diligent in their Torah studies, that if they made up a time to learn, they should keep to that time to learn. If they're learning a certain Masechta, tractate, they should keep plowing through it. If they have a shiur, a class that they go to, they should try their best to not miss that shiur, because it's very important in a person's simcha and the joy that they're going to have, the satisfaction that they're going to have from their learning, that they do something on a consistent, steady basis. Someone came over to him after the shiur and he says, "Rabbi, I have to tell you a story." He said, years ago, when I first got married, he said, I realized that on Shabbos afternoons, it was very, very difficult for me to learn. I was busy with my wife, and then the kids came, I was busy with the children, and a whole Shabbos would come and it would go, and I never once sat down at all to learn. Now, I love learning, so I wanted to learn a little bit. So I called one of my good friends who lived there in the town that I lived in, and I suggested to him that perhaps starting this upcoming week on Shabbos afternoon, we would get together an hour and a half, 2 hours, and we would learn together. And he thought it was a wonderful idea. And we began. And slowly but surely, week after week, month after month, year after year, we were covering tremendous amounts of ground in our learning, finishing Masechtas, tractates, learning with great joy, with tremendous inspiration. It was amazing. For many, many, many years, we never once missed a Shabbos afternoon where we learned. One week, my friend called me and he says, I'm sorry to tell you, this week we have a family simcha, we're going out of town. I'm not going to be here to learn this Shabbos afternoon. I said, no, it's okay. After 5, 6, 7 years of learning together, we never missed one Shabbos. It's going to be okay. No worries. The next week, something came up in my life, and I called my chavrusa, my friend, and I told him, I'm really, really sorry, but I'm also not going to be able to make it this week for our learning. But be'ez Hashem, with Hashem's help, the following week we're going to pick up. And we missed 2 weeks in a row. He looked at Rabbi Waxman and he said, I want to tell you, since the second week that we didn't learn together, we haven't continued learning together a single week. Every week something happens, he's busy, I'm busy, this and that, and then we forgot all about it together. And the man said, Rabbi Waxman, my chavrusa, my friend, and I have not learned together in the last 25 years on Shabbos afternoon. And Rabbi Waxman said that was the point. A person who learns, a person who goes to shiurim, a person who gives shiurim, it has to be done with consistency. So that being said, we missed over a week of our classes together. And my apologies to everyone who listens on a daily basis. And be'ez Hashem, with our Kodesh Baruch Hu's help, we are restarting our series now. So I want to leave you off with one beautiful insight from Rav Hutner. And he said over the following. He said, Shiro b'chayev harbe gedolim mikol hachugim. In his lifetime, he saw many of the Gedoli, the great leaders of Klal Yisrael, from all different backgrounds. There were the Litvish and the Hasidim and the Sfardim. Every single type. This one was much more intellectual, this one more emotional, this one more spiritual. All different ones. One was a master of halacha, one was a master of lumdis, of learning in yeshivas. One was a big Baal Eitz who could give advice to thousands of people. One was someone who sat quietly in a corner, and maybe not thousands knew him, but he was with dveikis, with tremendous closeness to Hashem. Rav Hutner said, I saw many, many, many of our Gedolei Yisrael, the leaders of the generations. And the thing that was similar between all of them, that which united them together as one, Shekulon hayutamin b'matzav shel simcha. Each and every one of them was constantly in a state of simcha, of happiness. What makes a person happy, as we've been speaking about all of these weeks, and that is when I am connected to the right things. I am connected to the Ribbono Shel Olam. I'm connected to His Torah. I'm connected to His mitzvahs. And I feel that I am utilizing the energies and the potential that Hashem has placed inside of me to bring to this world the beauty of my neshama and to be mashpia, to help have an impact on other Yidden, on other people of Klal Yisrael, even if it's just myself, or my wife, or my children, or my brother, or my sister, or my friends, or the people that I sit next to in shul. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be 1,000 people. It could be one person, even if that one person is myself. Then a person is loaded, and they are elevated, and they are imbued with the beautiful trait of simcha, of happiness for one's soul and one's for nefesh. Wishing everybody a wonderful day. May this be the beginning or the re-beginning again of starting up with our daily classes and learning Torah together to get chizuk, to get inspiration, so that we can serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'chol lavavecha, or b'chol nafshecha, or b'chol meyodecha, all of our hearts, all of our soul, and all of our resources, our strength, be'ezus Hashem. Have a wonderful day.